they say, hey, you chop it up with Wes? Yes. And so there was no long list of please don't say this, please don't say that. In fact, this was it: crime, public education, and the economy.
That's it.
And then they trust you to handle it, and that's just rare. That's just rare. And so, as we said last time, for me, having daughters now who are 2 in college and 1 in high school, and being a man of a certain age, and seeing people come and go, and actually having a better look at the political machine, there's a couple things that are going on, like you said, post-COVID, or I guess we're still in it, that we need leadership that is not the old school way. There's a change going on that has to be dealt with, that even when you watch the news is not really being dealt with. But a guy like you're in tune with it. You have young children, you're a young man, and you're in the tech sector. And so when I got the economy, public education, and crime, right? Yeah. First of all, those are 3 different things, but they're all tied to the same thing, right? That's right. When you talk about the economy, an economy where COVID and this whole distance living has changed how we live. A lot of people don't have jobs. I don't care what the stats say. The stats can say what they want to say. What we really know are people are really stuck. And when people are stuck, you're going to see an increase in crime. Increase in crime in areas where maybe before they didn't mess with it because the consequences were too heavy. Now, desperation causes people to do certain things. So you're starting to see crime in areas that you didn't see it before, obviously because the economy's in a certain way. Then we talk about public education. What we learned in this crisis is that Wi-Fi access to Wi-Fi, access to technology, this is something we can no longer wait. It has to happen now. And again, I set that up because you're somebody I believe can lead us in this new world, because you've already been there before. With Robin Hood, you already had initiatives involving technology, initiatives involving job training, initiative talking about the future. So we need that. We don't need the same performative people who've been sitting around, not moving, and just kind of like, yeah, I'm a politician. We don't need that. We need real change. So that's why I believe in you. So I've said enough, my friend. You go ahead and take it from there. Crime, public education, and the economy.
Brother, listen, you've said everything spot on. There's an expression that we used to have in the military, and it says, if you want different, do different. If you want different, do different. And it's fascinating when you're watching people who are claiming to be the change agents that our society is asking for, who aren't even acknowledging the fact that their fingerprints are all over the problem that we now need to fix. And who aren't moving with a sense of urgency that our community is demanding and that our community requires. And you're absolutely right, Mark. I mean, one thing we've seen throughout all this is there are things that we know have been exacerbated because of COVID. But we also know the things we've seen with COVID has also just been an exposure. There's so many of the challenges that we are talking about that none of them are new, right? When we're talking about having inequitable educational outcomes for our children, or the fact that our educators are not getting the supports that they need, those aren't new phenomenon. They've been exacerbated because of COVID. We are so excited about where things are. And I can tell you before we leave too, Mark, bless you, brother. Because, listen, I will never forget how starstruck I was the first time that I met you, brother. Because you were the voice that kept us going every single morning, that we all woke up to, that guided us, that educated us. The whole big fat morning show, man. I mean, it was all love. And I remember from the first time that I met you, it was like meeting somebody. I was like, oh my gosh, like I know this dude. I know everything about him. I know his voice. The thing I didn't realize when I met you, though, is what a remarkable human being you are and what a remarkable friend that you have become. So God bless you and your whole family, man. For everything you do, we're going to get this done together.